this. I'll try to tell you how I did that earlier. I didn't tape this, putting this in, but it's kind of fun to do. So here we go with linseed oil. Since I can't think of anything else to do to it, I'm done. You know what I mean? Well, let's see what it looks like. Anyway, this is going to take a while, so I'm going to turn the camera off and finish it up. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the project's over, and I just wanted to do a little recap of what went on, and just kind of lead you through it real quick and explain this part right here a little bit. Okay, I started off with making a prototype, if you will, out of scrap that I had around, and I think it came out looking pretty close to the same. I mean, the dimensions are a little off, but anyway, I'd say pretty true to what the original ideal I had. But there was some minor changes that had to be made just because things don't always work out as you want them to. Okay, as far as the woods used, this is mahogany. These are out of eucalyptus. These inner round circle things are a poplar, real dark poplar that I had around here. Other than that, I don't know what this is. I think that's, can't remember what I made that out of. I just had a scrap. And then in here, if you can see this part, this is bird's eye maple, but it's real thin. It was made out of this stuff. One of these. About 100 years ago, I went out and I bought, or somebody, my wife maybe bought it for me. Anyway, I got this as a wood identifier, and it came with a list, and then on each one of these, there's a little number down here that corresponds to the number on here. So you can kind of look at this and decipher, you can kind of decipher, well, what wood is this, and you know, what wood looks like that, and that kind of thing. So it's kind of an identifier, but I never really used it to any great extent. But I needed something here to my granddaughter's name on, so I went through and I got the bird's eye maple. And it's very thin. All of them is the same. If you see how thin that is. So I couldn't cut it just on a scroll saw like this. It was just tore it apart. And I'll show you. Here's one. Here's my first try. Because I was originally going to do where it had the, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but it started off with Chinese characters or Japanese characters or something with her name, and then her name under here. And I tried to do it that way by simply putting this, I glued around the edges, and putting that on one of these pieces of plywood, and it just tore it apart. I mean, it just didn't work at all. So then I thought, well, that didn't work, but maybe if I took two pieces of plywood, or this little thin artboard stuff, and I took one of these, and I sandwiched it in here, and then I blue taped it all over, and then I put the pattern on top of that, and then that worked. As far as I'm concerned, that worked. So that's how I got this. And then I just glued that on with some tacky glue, I think it was. So, and that's the process, and the rest of it you've seen if you've watched the video. So that's what the eucalyptus looks like, and I highly recommend eucalyptus for scroll sawing. It's really easy to cut, and it looks pretty good. It kind of darkens all I put on this was a linseed oil, but it really darkened it from the original pretty white looking stuff. So anyway, that's it, and that's what it looks like. And you know, I found these little dolphins on some other pattern somewhere, and I just added that to the name, and the name I got off of you know, worked that up in Photoshop. So, and it obviously they match the dolphins on the back of it. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the project. It's ready to go. It's set on an uneven surface, but it sets pretty good. Let me see if I can. Excuse the mess. This is the next project starting. It sits there pretty well. Rocks back. There's a bookcase is what it is, or a bookshelf. If I had a book around here, I'd show you how it worked, but that's it. So the next project, I'm already into it. I hate to end projects in some ways because you spend a lot of time with them, or I do, because I don't work at them real hard and fast. I just work at them over time. So it's kind of sad. And it's you know, fun to start another one anyway. So I don't know if it's going to be in Tarja or scroll saw, but we'll see. So there it is. Thanks for watching, and we're done.